I'm sorry to say, we Filipinos are simple in our ways with men. Our focus is you, your happiness, your well-being. Welcome back to the Black Filipino TV. Today we're here in BGC and I got one for you today, right? Today we have a Filipina who's actually from the US now, right? Who's pretty much explaining why they're a better choice, right? Why Filipinos are a better choice. Now, she's in the US. She was able to meet some women there and see how it really is. So let's get right into it and see what she has to say. What this lady had to say. She said, we work like cattle for pennies with no complaints. If a man wants to treat us, it changes our world, but it's not everything. So true, so true. And I found out with my wife, right? Now, you do have some situations which women like to say a lot of times. They say, oh, you know, they're poor. That's different. That's a case-by-case basis, right? But for the most part, Filipinos that you get that have Filipino pride and that have some know-how don't need your money. That's just facts, right? They don't need your money. So what guys say, what the women say especially, you know, how, oh, they just want your money, they want to get you for that green card, they like to say, it's simply not true. The most materialistic woman I've met that will blatantly ask you what your job is, how much you're earning on the first date, majority or Western woman, right? They ask that. That shouldn't be the first thing any woman asks. And guys, I got a clip here actually.
I'm gonna ask you.
Yeah.
How much money do you make? Like I don't want to seem like interested in like money and stuff.
Where the woman was on a date with a guy, and she's saying to him straight up, guys, how much do you make? And the situation was, the woman was with a guy and he took her out to Applebee's, right? To see what the situation is. Of course, the guy doesn't want to just spend his money right away, because you do that, you take a woman out on 4 dates and find out she's using you for food, right? So the guy made a wise decision. But anyway, let me keep reading this, guys. So as she said, the most materialistic woman I've ever met, they'll blatantly ask you what your job is, how much you're earning on the first date, majority of Western women, without a thought at all what they can contribute. And guys ask that. What do you bring to the table? Nothing. You see how this Filipina saying that without a thought at all of what she can contribute? So she's pretty much explaining why Filipinos are the better choice, because women aren't thinking what they can contribute, and not as far as money, right? But as far as other things, right? The extras. Like, for instance, everything I do right now, I say all the time, my lovely Filipina, Kay, right? What I do right now in my vlogs, what she can contribute. Right now, she's holding the camera for me, right? She contributes that. She helps edit videos, right? So while I'm working, she'll help edit videos. Also, on top of that, she cooks and cleans, right? And the crazy thing is this, men that have some know-how like myself, I can cook and clean myself, right? But still, that's what she contributes. That the digging can be diabolical and so heartless. I'm sorry to say, we Filipinos are simple in our ways with men. Our focus is you, your happiness, your well-being. Now, what some guys will get confused, and some girls as well, they'll get confused, the Filipinas, of sometimes that big age gap. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Sometimes that big age gap, the Filipino will use you for money, right? And I just was looking at Olga, was talking about it today. She was a little harsh. She was being real.
What about the gullible old guy that's after the young girls? Well, as per my opinion, I don't think it's gullible. It's more like they are just lonely and desperate. So a lot of these older guys, when they go to Asia, particularly in the Philippines, they act like superior and they think they're so important. And most of the time, they feel so entitled. They think they're superior and they feel like, oh my God, I'm a foreigner. I have a lot of money. Therefore, I can get all types of women I want. So it's not about gullible, my friend, because these men, they know what they're doing. They know the type of risk they're facing. And that is why they go to Asia, because they can get away with it. I know this because every time I go to the Philippines and I go visit in the tourist area, a lot of this older guy who's bald, big tummy, and just like, you know what I'm talking about? When you look at their face, they feel like, huh, look at me. I'm with a beautiful, skinny, young girl. See what the money can do? And sure, you will find those type of girls. The fact that they're young and then you're way, 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 way older than them, you really think that they're after love? Obviously not. They are after your wallet. And again, I'm not going to say that all Filipinas are like that because obviously it's not true.
But it's true. You know, a lot of times the Filipino here, they were going to get with you because of the money, right? But that's not in the Filipinos' nature. But a lot of guys, oh, well, no, I got done wrong because, you know, you were at a disadvantage. And that's facts, right? You're at a disadvantage. The woman is younger. Of course, she's extremely younger. She's 40 years younger. It's a lot of times things happen like that. A guy could be 70 and be with someone that's just 19, just turned 20 years old. And a lot of times that's not going to be, you know, ideal situation. If a guy is even 50 and a woman is 20, you know what? They usually go for older. Then that makes sense. But anyway, let me keep going. So, we Filipinos are simple in our ways with men. Our focus is you, your happiness, your well-being. And man, that's so true. You know, when you're working and then your wife is cooking and then, you know, if I need a back rub, my wife will actually, while I'm working, come and give me a back rub because I don't ask for it. But if I ask for it, would she do? Oh yeah, she'd do that anymore. Sometimes, I mean, one day I was stressed, right? And I actually had COVID at this time, right? And she did too. Let me tell you guys, I had sore shoulders, right? We were both in a house, like, and it was torture. And I first started working. I took off for 4 days, right? But then I worked the 5th day, and I'm still going through it. She's behind me, rubbing my back, putting the efficacent oil, you guys. You guys don't know about it. If you guys are in the Philippines, you know. The efficacent oil is famous. But she had the pads on me, right? She kept putting the hot pads on my back because we had to put it on our back in order to feel comfortable to sleep because our body was aching. So she had some on my back. She's also giving me a massage. Great. But anyway, let me keep going. Just like our mothers were, we just love our man to love being a man and love his responsibilities towards his family. We provide the supporting role as partners. Let me go to the next one. This is coming from a Filipina who was born and raised in the Philippines but spent my life traveling abroad. Stayed in Vegas and LA for a few years. So you can't say this woman isn't well traveled, and a lot of Filipinos are, right? That's why a lot of times here in the Philippines, you'll find that Filipinos, more so than like in Thailand or in Vietnam or in Malaysia, they won't eat other cultures' food. In the Philippines, they love other cultures' food, right? But what happens here with the food is sometimes they won't say anything, so you'll wonder why people are not coming to your business anymore. That's because Filipinos just stopped choosing to come to your business because they won't say anything, they just won't go anymore. This is what she said. The difference between Western women and Filipinas and why some foreign men might prefer us is this. We were raised by our mothers to run the household and care for our fathers and siblings. We see our mothers cook, clean, run the home, run errands, discipline the kids while having a full-time career, and at the end of the day, still make time for everybody. And guys, that's so true. Now, the crazy thing is, the Philippines is a little bit matriarchal in a way, right? Women have always played a big part in the culture, but why haven't women gone overboard? Think about that. Why haven't they said, you know what? You have some women that are feminists here, right? But why hasn't it gotten out of control like in the West? Think about that, right? Why a woman still can be in a high position and still say, you know what? I want to serve my man. Why is that? Why is that? Think about that, guys. I think it has a lot to do with the Spanish in the culture, right? With the Spanish coming out here many years ago and they're embedded in Philippines culture. I think that has the part to play with it. And I gotta share this video from my boy KS, right? Kevin Samuel said it. Because the Philippines is a little bit like Spanish, because it is. It has, you look at Philippines just like being in Mexico, right? It has a lot, the Spanish culture here is big. So, but you find a lot of women, you find some woman named Maria, people with the last name Ramos here. So, a lot of Spanish is better than the culture, as you can see by the look. The thing I like about over here, so they got this right here, you could chill out. You see that, guys? It wasn't like this before. They got this thing right here, you could chill out. They're hogging it though, because there's only 2 people. They're hogging the whole table. But they got it here, you can hang out, have your Starbucks. You know, you got the nice plants here. Actually, last time we was over here, right, Kay? Before we went back to the province, these wasn't really set up like that. They were just building them, so now that's all set up. Prioritize home life and family. We rarely complain and tough it up during hard times with you. We love and live for our feminine energy. We love and live for our feminine energy and love and admire a man who takes the lead while we play our roles as partners and balance our strengths and weaknesses. We are family focused and oriented. The money argument these Western women make, and she was just going on about the money argument that Western women make, and I don't need to get into it, guys. I'm gonna end it right here, but this is simply true. And a lot of you guys know, a lot of you guys get with Filipinas, and a lot of you guys have taken, you see right now she's been to LA and Vegas, where a lot of Filipinos are. Filipinos are heavy in California. But as you see here, she said she was there, and a lot of guys take their woman back, and then they take the woman back, and it's still an issue, right? But guys, that's gonna be the next video. We're gonna get into that in the next video. So while you're watching, I just ask that you please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, guys, if you want to live in a condo in Manila, Cebu, Mindanao, you're welcome to email me to blackfilipino@gmail.com, and I'll be sure that my agent helps you out. Thank you for watching this video. If you like my content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you like my content, you're welcome to support my content by giving a small donation at PayPal. You can go to my Buy Me a Coffee at buymeacoffee.com/JTBF, and there you can buy me a coffee, or you can book a consultation with me. I have consultations for a very small fee. Also, I have consultations for working at home. So if you're a guy that's a little younger, not quite retired yet, and you want to work from home while in the Philippines, you can go to my Buy Me a Coffee at buymeacoffee.com/JTBF. And also have a packages for working at home, so you'll see them there. You can book it there. You can get a shirt that represents your journey to the Philippines at foxtonomy.creator-spring.com. Once again, that's foxtonomy.creator-spring.com, and get a shirt that represents your journey to the Philippines today. There's a new feature to YouTube. It's thanks. Now at the bottom of this video, you'll see thanks there. You can give the thanks and make sure your comment is highlighted, and you can give a small donation that way as well. Guys, in the description, you'll see other videos of my other content that's great as well. So you can be sure to watch my other content there. Thank you for watching. See you next video.